Hello, everybody. This is Catholic Dad, episode number 318. Human potential is unlimited. Um, it's actually amazing what human potential is. And so I want to tell you a story about somebody named Eddie Hall. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's one of the strongest men in the world. And he's actually, to this day, remains the only man on planet Earth who's ever deadlifted over 500 kilograms. 500 kilograms, 2.2 pounds per kilogram. That's over 1,100 pounds. And I don't know if you know what a deadlift is, but essentially a deadlift is this. You have it's one of the most rawest exercise of just pure strength you can do. It's just man versus bar. That's all it is. And you have a barbell on the ground, you load it up with weights, and essentially you just pick it up and stand straight up to your waist. Now, picking up 1,100 pounds like that, or 500 kilograms, is pretty incredible. Now, why do I say human potential is just incredible or unlimited? And the reason why is this, because I saw Eddie Hall in in an interview on, I think it was British TV or something like that. He happens to be from Great Britain. The guy's ginormous. He's like 6'3". He's like 400 plus pounds. And he was bending frying pans with his bare hands. And he happened to be the strongest man in the world. And so the thing that I found incredible watching him in his video is this, is they said, when did you decide you want to be a strongman or one of the strongest men in the world? And he said, I was watching a strongman competition when I was 5 years old, and I told my mom then, I'm going to be the strongest man in the world. Now, that's an incredible story, because to become the strongest man in the world, it takes a lot of genetics, right? You have to be a heck of an athlete. You have to have a good build. You have to be, grow to a correct size. But and you also have to have the capacity of health. Well, that's one component of it. But the other thing is hard work and dedication. And now I'm not certain how much is pure genetics and how much is hard work and dedication. Like Eddie Hall he was an interesting character, right? He had this dream since he was 5 years old, and he made it come true, and he became the strongest man in the world. Well, let's now stop and pause for a moment and think about ourselves with regards to our human potential. If a 5-year-old can decide he's going to be the strongest man in the world, which there's no way a 5-year-old could know that, and there's a lot of other 5-year-olds in the world with probably better genetic potential than him. But there aren't 5-year-olds in the world with more drive and vim and vigor and dedication than Eddie Hall with regards to strength training. What can you become in your life? Like if you're a 5-year-old and you say, I want to be Thomas Aquinas, or I'm a 5-year-old, I want to become a saint. I'm a 5-year-old, I want to become holy. I'm a 5-year-old, I want to master physics. So on and so forth. Like if you do hard work and dedication, the potential you have as a human being is really unlimited. And it should actually astound you, by the way. The only man on planet Earth who's ever lifted 500 kilograms, which is an astounding feat, is also the 5-year-old that said he was going to be the strongest man in the world. So you're probably older than 5 if you're watching this channel, but your years are still in front of you and not behind you. Your potential is still unlimited. And so if you want to become, maybe a much stronger, more capable guy, you can do that, and you will do that as long as you're dedicated to it. Oh, you want to learn the greats? Well, you can do that, and you will do that. Human potential is unlimited. Or you want to, I don't know, start a business, or you want to like invent something, or you want to, if you dedicate yourself to something and you dedicate enough time and you have enough vision, and you have enough potential, you could become the best at whatever you're dedicated to on the entire on the entire planet, much like Eddie Hall. So, everybody, and for fun, by the way, go watch Eddie Hall deadlift, or like on YouTube videos. Just watch how strong this monster is. I mean, he's a giant. He's a beast, and they call him the Beast Eddie Hall. Just watch how unbelievably insanely strong he is. And you could become that insanely strong with regards to whatever your pursuit is, whether it's holiness, whether it's the greats, whether it's strength training, whether it's, combat, whether it's karate, whether it's baseball, whether it's, you name it, well, anyway, I guess, and I have one other story, by the way. I have a cousin who, he's a Major League Baseball player. He's a catcher for the Oakland Athletics. His name's Sean Murphy, and his dad told him when he was a young teenager, he said, if you want to be a Major League Baseball player, you have to be laser focused, is what he told him. And he became laser focused. Now, this is, how many minor league or how many little league baseball players are there on planet Earth? I don't know, 50 million a year. I don't even know, maybe 30 million a year, something like that. And how many eventually get to the show in Major League Baseball? Like a couple hundred a year max, right? And so that the odds of going to the major league is unbelievable. And you need some genetic potential. You need like a good healthy stature, but the dedication and the potential. And so what did my cousin do? Well, he dedicated himself to a life of baseball, and he made it. He was actually one of the fortunate few. So if you're laser focused enough, if you're dedicated enough, your potential is unlimited. And use that for God, for the glory of God. Use it for the good. Like if your potential is you want to be a great father, your potential is you want to be a great mother, you can do that too. The only thing that's getting in your way is just sheer laziness. And that's what it is you don't have enough dedication, or you don't have the drive to do it. But if you realize the potential is there, and you realize achieving what your goals is actually attainable, then what you need to do is actually make a plan and drive hard, drive harder than anybody you've ever seen, and you'll get there. And oh, by the way, what if you fall short a little bit? I tell my kids this. He's in college. He wants to be a doctor too, maybe. And I said, go pre-med, study hard, attain what you want to attain. And if you don't get into med school, well, then you learned a heck of a lot of information, and you learn how to dedicate yourself to something. That's enough. And then you can go do something great as well in some other capacity. Well, anyway, this is Catholic Dad making you think about it. Please like or subscribe, get the Mass, pray the daily rosary, and do live a sacramental life. God bless you all.